Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. When I was young, building my dreams was easy. All my fantasies pleased me, fitting together every piece of my future like Legos, until I am flying through my imagination on my custom-made jet, each moment screaming, "You ain't seen nothing yet." When I was young, I could smile through the abuse and the playground politics. There was no need for excuses. I could see through their counterfeit. I knew it wasn't me they hated, baited, bullied, and blamed. I knew it was their shame for being the monsters that they were. Decades later, it is still such a blur. When I was young, I felt the change. I sensed it in the air. Change, it seemed to follow me from day to day everywhere I ran to. I remember being young, my first matching underwear set, gray and polka dots. I bet myself I wouldn't walk down to the schoolyard, t-shirt off, just wearing my dotted bra, but I did. Wore it like a kid trying to be a sexy woman, hoping the Mexican boys would call out, "Hey, mommy." When I was young, I was blossoming every moment, every part of me fighting to unfold, a treasure to behold, a treasure unseen. Having to choose between nothing but bad choices, I swear it is a miracle to let this voice ring. Back in the day, I was an innocent warrior, crossing borders of all kinds, crossing state lines from Cali to Oregon, trying to hold on to my youthful sanity, all that was demanded of me. Somehow I remained in the light through the fight. I remained in the light through the fight. I remained in the light. Back in the day when I was young, we shot BB guns in the house, put up paper targets on plywood, aimed for the center ring, and nothing was what it seemed. When I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but I remember the contenders, defenders, all the tenderness of first love and best friends forever like it was yesterday. I remember kickball, wall ball, tetherball, and doing cherry bombs off the high bars, jump rope, and knowing which kid owned the court. Not so long ago, stealing pop rocks from the corner store was a sport. Stealing smokes and hiding in corners and underneath willow trees, inhaling smoke till we were sick meant that we were being free. Back then, nothing needed to be fixed. It was perfectly broken, and we all dreamed anyway. Back in the day, back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.